Yes lads and ladies, how's it going? Max here, and today welcome back to another video on my channel. Obviously Tottenham won 4-0 yesterday against Crystal Palace with a Son double, Aurier goal, own goal sort of thing, and a Lamella goal as well. For those of you who have been following the channel for a while now, you remember that I used to do a series called Talk Tottenham. Now this is going to be something I'm hoping to actually push myself and do and just stick to it, because that's something that I haven't been doing. I haven't been consistent at all with my channel, and that's probably the reasons why some days I'm like, why is it not doing well? Or some days I don't care about it. But this year, or this season, the start of this season, I really want to push myself and go for it. So obviously, as you know, I've been vlogging each game. I'm going to be trying to get to as many away games as I can. So I'm going to away to Leicester next week as well. So starting off from this one, this is going to be called like 5 things you've learnt. I don't know, it's something to do with the title. It might change going forward, it might not, it might be Talk Tottenham or Talk 5 points. But after each game, I'm going to run through 5 key points. So if you follow me over on Twitter, you guys can tweet me maybe something from that game that's just happened that I will be speaking about in these episodes. They're not going to be too long. They're just going to be straight up what I liked about the game, what I didn't, and then just straight talking points. So leave comments down below of what you guys think, and let's get into this first episode. So the first talking point I want to lead into is Aurier. Now, Aurier, obviously being back in the side, he's never actually had a proper run of form, and he's always been one of those players. He's a bit hit and miss. Like, he needs a lot of confidence, and that's something he's just been lacking. Yesterday, he proved to show a lot of confidence. He obviously won that header leading up to the goal. He whipped in a great cross as well, leading to Son's volley. And just overall, he had a great performance. Now, I don't know where he's got the confidence from, but it certainly seems like it's back. Now, it's obviously great to see him back, because he's clearly our #1 right back. Obviously, that it goes without saying. I just think Kyle Walker-Peters just isn't there yet. Whether he will be, I'm not sure. He's definitely back up. Foyth just isn't a right back. Sanchez definitely isn't a right back, and he played against Arsenal. But seeing Aurier play and bombing it forward yesterday, and obviously nearly getting himself on the score sheet, unfortunately it did go down as an own goal, but it was great to see, and just hopefully we see more of it, because he obviously showed some great skill. He's good at passing, he's strong. He just needs to obviously keep his chin up and not dive into tackles, not make silly mistakes, not pull people's shirts, don't foul in the box, you know. These sort of things, these are the reason we signed him, because he's clearly a decent right back. He just hasn't had a good run in the side. So hopefully, it's time for him to make that right back his position. Point 2 I want to lead on to is Lloris kicking it forward and not playing it left to right, like we have seen in recent weeks. Obviously with goal kicks, he seems to pass it to Vertonghen or Toby or Sanchez in the box. What is the point? When the other team is pressing so high up the pitch, it makes sense just to hoof the ball forward, and just obviously, like, you can win a header like Aurier. Like, he has got the ability to pick a pass. He might not be amazing at it, but just boot the ball, clear it, and someone will win a 50-50 header, and then it can lead to a good opportunity to go to score. I mean, it just doesn't make sense, all this little tiki-taka. It works maybe once a game, twice a game, but not every time. Just get rid of it, hoof it up the pitch, or there's always someone free. It just makes sense. It's just so frustrating to see when he doesn't just hoof it up there. Just clear your lines, man. Point 3 is going to be the team overall pressing. Now, whenever Palace had the ball in possession, or Zaha was running down the wing, you had Lloris, you had Sissoko, you had Winks tracking them down like in twos, like hunting them down. Now, that's the way to play. When we're at home, obviously the crowd are behind you, the crowd are going to be lifting you, they're all going to be like full of confidence. It's not a way, it's different to playing away from home. I was just impressed how quickly we were at closing them down each time they had the ball, because we just didn't give them a minute's space. Every time someone had the ball, like I said, Zaha, we were on them in a flash, and obviously quick to win the ball back. And it's simple as that. That's a quick point. That's what this series is. It's a quick point, quick talking point, and I just think I had to chuck that in there. Point 4 is Sissoko. Now, obviously, throughout the years, Sissoko's just been a mind blow to everyone, just because, one, he hasn't been able to pass, he hasn't been able to shoot, he hasn't been able to keep the ball. This season, and obviously the previous season, he seems to have got those sort of abilities to his game. Like, he can win the ball back. We know he can run with the ball now. Maybe he's not the best passer of the ball, but when he's in the middle of the park, I feel like he's a threat, because he can win the ball back and just drive forward, make things happen. And like you saw from yesterday's game, he won the ball back, passed the ball, and then we went forward and ended up scoring. I think that's the one where Kane whipped it across to Lamella. Might have been that one, but still, Sissoko, he's just proven like he's one of the first names on the team sheet for me, week in, week out at the moment. And the fifth point is going to be quite an obvious one. It's going to be Toby and Jan Vertonghen being the partners at the back. Because it's just self-explanatory. You've got to have them two at the back. It just didn't make sense. They were so comfortable yesterday. Obviously, Palace weren't that much of a threat. But still, Toby and Jan, when they're at the back, everyone just feels a lot more calmer, a lot more safer. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind Sanchez. I feel he's probably better when both of them are playing. Because when it was just Sanchez and Toby just looks a bit lost. You just feel that Toby and Jan have this like telepathic mindset about them. Like they know where their other partner is at each time. Like you don't have to worry. Toby, on the other hand as well, such a massive positive to his game. Doesn't matter. This is just another point I'll just chuck in. Is his passing is unbelievable. He can literally spread the pass 50, 60 yards. Whether I'm exaggerating there, I don't know. But he can swoop the ball out to the left or the right, and he just makes it look easy. I was seeing a compilation yesterday on Twitter. It must have been about 2 minutes long, of him just spraying the ball left to right. Like it's just mad. Like he's so good at passing the ball. And just as I'm about to round up this short video, I'd like to give an honourable mention to Winks and Eriksen, because Winks has had a little bit of criticism, I think, over on social media, because obviously he does these little pirouettes where he runs around in circles with the ball. But yesterday he provided that pass to Aurier out on the wing before he crossed it in. I just thought he looked brilliant yesterday, breaking the play up with some great passing, and it's just great to see. And Eriksen, it's just obvious, he makes us tick. When Eriksen is in the side, he makes us tick, and now the transfer window is shut. Hopefully that's only going to benefit us, because we don't need to think about January yet. We don't need to think what's going to happen with his future contract. Like, he's here to stay for the time being, and while he's here, he's got to be playing. So simple as that. So that's pretty much that. If you have enjoyed this, I don't know what I've titled this video. I might have called it five talking points from yesterday's game. But if you have enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you are new around here, and I'll see you guys soon for another video. Take care. Bye bye.